Aye, boom. Today we are going to be making some of that 01920 drill. That classic gritty Nexus piano, some dark pads, some dark vocals, along with the greasy 808 and the jumpy hi-hat patterns. I'm taking heavy inspiration, V9's latest song called Plenty, which is out now on GRM. It dropped last night. Go check it out because it's very hard. But before we get into this, if you please drop a like on this video, it will tell YouTube that other producers should be watching this content. And if you're new around here, make sure you press the subscribe button for content every Tuesday and Friday. I appreciate it. Alright, let's just get into this new FLP. As always, this FLP will be over on my Patreon if you're trying to see how I mix things or just have a closer look at this project. You already know, on my Patreon in the description. Go check it out. So we are going to start off by using the piano because the piano is basically the main element of these kind of beats. When using these drill kind of pianos, I would always advise to use 2 instances of halftime just to give it that kind of darker feel. And we're also using the Ghosty preset on Nexus. It's Ghost Piano 2. We got double time on it. We cut all the lows. We cut some highs. We're in C sharp minor, and do I have my overlay on? We're in C sharp minor. We're also in 146 BPM. The way I'm going to start the piano is kind of doing like the bass notes of the beat. So kind of just single notes like this. That needs to go like here then. Then I'm going to add to this with like a repetitive piano melody that's just going to play throughout the entire beat. Might even push that up to like that one. Yeah, there we go. 3 notes that are just going to play for the entire thing, like that. Alright, now that we have this part, we kind of want to add like a chord to it. So our chord is going to be from these single notes that we layered down first. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to copy and paste that up an octave. And then we're just going to fill in like one more note to kind of create a chord. So also, just so you know, I'm going to adjust all the velocities at the very end. The velocities could be a little bit off, but I'll adjust all the velocities at the end. Gonna layer that over again. Now we're also gonna make this 16 bars, and on the next 8 bars we're gonna add like a higher layered counter kind of piano melody on top of it. You can kind of just do whatever you're feeling for this part. I'm basically just gonna grab all of these notes, layer them up again, and then add some extra kind of notes on top. Do you know what I mean? Right, so I have adjusted all the velocities, as you can see down the bottom. Each velocity is randomized. I've also strummed the notes ever so slightly just to kind of give it more of a realistic kind of feel to it. We kind of want to add some extra like ambience and texture to the background just so it's not feeling so empty. To do this, we're going to add a quick pad. We've literally just taken one of their single layered pads. We've slapped some halftime on it just to give it a little bit more of a darker feel. Come to the same kind of chords as our piano. So it's literally just as simple as this. I've literally just taken the exact same notes that I'm using as the piano. I've also added on like a little fade in from Gross Beat. So it does that with it. But what we also want to do, I'm actually just going to copy these and layer them down an octave as well. Just to, I don't know, fill it out a little bit more. Last but not least, we are coming into vocalize. We're just going to grab a little vocal. I don't want it to be like throughout the entire beat, so I might just put it at like the end of the bar or like the last 4 bars. Yeah, probably something like that. To be honest, that's all you kind of need for these kind of melodies. Now it's for the fun part to add the drums. If you're looking for any drums, make sure you check the description, man. All my UK drill drum kits linked on my BeatStars. It's literally going to be all the sounds that I'm using from this video. So if you're fucking with these sounds, you already know, check the link in the description. Let's start with the hi-hats. We want to make some like fast, jumpy, skippy kind of hi-hats. To make kind of these jumpy hats, it's always good to leave some kind of space in your hi-hats. So instead of going like... So instead of just doing like your standard pattern where you just keep going like that, it's kind of good to maybe just like jump out some notes in between these notes, maybe little ghost notes, and then maybe some like a 6-step roll, something like this. To gonna go on 4th beat. Something like this. I think I want to like copy these and drag them over one, like there, just for the end of the 8 bar. Like. Once we have our main hi-hat pattern down like this, you want to layer it with other hats as well. So we're actually going to take some of my open hats. I always forget about these open hats, but some of them actually sound very hard. The snare, this will sound hard. We've also added some delay onto it as well. We're literally just layering one more hi-hat. It's on a 6th step, and it's just a quick little roll. Next, we're going to use the snare, and for these type of beats, I actually like to use the snare quite a lot. And with this snare, we want to pitch it down to maybe A. You already know we're using the Empire 808 because the Empire 808 is the best type of 808 to use on these type of beats. And from our piano, we can already see what our bass notes are. It's literally going to be C sharp, B, bouncy thing here. Pause. Na-na-na-na. Like, have it go up. Yeah. What was that? Oh yeah, this is it. Sometimes if you want your kick to hit harder, I'll push mine down to A. Alright, you know what? I've also grabbed 2 Voxes because this is kind of like an old school kind of beat. I think something just sort of like that. Alright, let me talk about arrangement really quickly. For the fills and stuff like that, you already know I've got a drum fill kit. It has got 50 drum fills to use. It literally spices up all your beats and in a repeater. I've dragged it over here and just played it 3 times. I'm gonna play the beat really quickly. As always, like I said before, this FLP will be over on my Patreon, link in the description for it. Use a little intro verb on it. Just kind of previewing the beat a little bit. Comes out of it. Wow, intro. We're using one of my fills. Run me up on Instagram and Twitch because they're the only 2 things I care about. I'm out. Actually, I don't even stream on Twitch anymore, but run me up on Instagram, man. SlipperyHaze_. Bow. I'm out.